What's good, Knicks Nation, and welcome to Knicks to Ish. The New York Knicks handle business in the NBA Cup Semifinals, beating the Orlando Magic 132 to 120. And once again, the story begins and ends with Jalen Brunson, 40 points, controlled all night, big shots when the game tried to get uncomfortable. But this wasn't just a one-man show. OG gave us 24. Cat was surgical with 29 on 9 for 11 shooting. The Knicks was 61% from the field and lived in the paint. So tonight, we got to ask the question, is the Knicks team built for moments like this? Are we watching Brunson fully step into superstar territory? We're breaking down the win, the NBA Cup conversation, trade noise, and yes, another rant from yours truly is loading. It's Knicks-ish. Let's get into it. Let's go, Knicks. Fraz?
Hit the intro.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back to melody rap. If they can put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic's ethnicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to Precinct. Fuck everybody on the front. When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
Live and direct once again on your YouTube screen. It is another episode of Knicks and Ish. Y'all already know the vibe because I am the one and only Parlay Lord, aka Fraz Taz, here with the Knicks and Ish panel. Never limited to, but always included. The First Lady of Knicks and Ish, Mrs. Knicks, in the building. Let's not forget about my good brother. He just pulled up too. Go ahead, unmute yourself real quick. Kev Rodriguez is in the building. Hit me with that real quick, like bow, bow, bow.
Bow, bow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And of course, you know, I only got to hear 3 words. That's all I wanted to hear because, of course, we have our host, T-Time, is here in the building. And, of course, as always, press like for your favorite panel. Sharon, as always, Karen, if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on that bell so you get all notifications when Knicks and Ish goes live. And people, please do not forget, we also have the super chat feature here on Knicks and Ish. So if you want us to stop and highlight your comment or talk about something that you want us to talk about, we will kindly accept any donation you're willing to give, and we will literally stop what we're talking about, and we will comment on whatever you want us to comment on. So please be advised. And of course, quick housekeeping. You know what we do here. Quick housekeeping. Yeah, man.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Sis, I saw what you did in private chat. Yes, that is there.
Okay, thanks.
Well, first and foremost, you know, let me start off. Darlene in the building, sis.
Yes,
you know what? I gotta start off with Darlene the day one. You know what I mean? Cause she always here, even when we not here. Yeah, I mean, Michael Brown in the building. We see you out there.
The guys, what's that? Todd Brown. What's the word? I mean,
our brother's not feeling good, but he's here with us.
Yeah,
Knickerbocker. Shout out to my guy Knickerbocker. Hold on. You know I gotta.
I mean, feel better, good brother. Yeah, I mean, fight the good fight against that fever. You heard?
I know who this is. This is Michael Pringle. I know that for a fact. This is Michael Pringle in the building. Shout out to you, my guy, on the pull-up. EMS Gaming 1.1. Welcome, man. That look like a new face. You know what I mean? So let me set the stage real quick, and then I'm gonna let you do your thing, T-Top. The Knicks advanced to the NBA Emirates Cup Finals with a 132-120 win over the Orlando Magic to for the Knicks to play for the right to win the NBA Cup against the winner of the game that's coming up later tonight between the Thunder and the Spurs. T-Time, take it away.
Yeah, appreciate you, Fraz. You know, the show always starts off with the right energy when my brother's here. You feel me? Fraz is here. The show starts off with the appropriate level of energy every time. I just had to say that. But yeah, the Knicks, you know, we handled business tonight. It was a very entertaining game, to say the least. Uh, you know, both teams was getting up and down the court, especially early in the game. We was trading baskets. Uh, Kind of had me a little bit worried how easily the Orlando Magic was scoring in that first quarter. Uh, Even though we kept pace and was trading bucket for bucket, I was like, I don't like when our defense is not locked in off the rip. Uh, but I get more into my summations of the game. I want to get to the panel. I already had my little, I mean, cold open is my little time to shine. So I'm gonna let the panel have their time to shine. Uh, while y'all giving y'all take on tonight's game and how y'all felt about the game, right? I also want y'all, if y'all can, to incorporate this question. The Knicks shot 61% from the field tonight, scored 70 points in the paint. Was it more about execution or Orlando having no answer? Let's start with Sis. Mrs. Knicks, talk to me.
Belt to ass. Belt to ass. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. You keep saying Orlando is our competitors. They're the team that's right there with us. 2 games in a row, we put belt to ass. And I'm gonna get into more about I said, you know,
my fault. Fraz, mute yourself, bro.
But this is exactly what we wanted to see. I think Orlando's game plan was to take the Knicks from behind that 3-point line and dare us to beat them on the 2. Little do they know, clearly they scouting team ain't work because our inside game is it. They couldn't stop us. They couldn't stop us if they tried to stop us in the paint. Who was stopping Cat? Who was stopping JB? Who was stopping McCall? Who was stopping them passes from Kolek and Josh? Nobody on the motherfucking Magic. So think that we just a 3-point shooting team because we shoot 40. Y'all got us fucked up. Your coaching staff fucked y'all up. Whew. Okay. Now I'm gonna get to my number because it was neck and neck. 28 assists is gonna win you a basketball game. But what I really loved was the intensity of the game. The fact that even at the end, when we were up 10, the Knicks still was looking to score. Fuck that. We need to prove a point. And this is what I've been saying all season. Prove a point. I'm super excited because earlier on in the season, y'all can't beat Orlando. Y'all can't beat Miami. Y'all can't do this. The same shit we heard last season about Cleveland and Boston, we hear in this season about teams that ain't better than us. So take that L, Orlando. Pack it up and get back on the plane because we staying in Vegas, baby.
Shout out to my guy Marlon in the building. I see you, homie. Excuse me, Fraz.
First and foremost, shout out everybody in the building. Y'all already know what it is. Happy belated birthday to my guy Marley Mall. You already know.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, Brody.
Brother right there. Yeah, I mean, I had to give a quick shout out real fast before I get into it, but I ain't gonna be super long-winded tonight. Listen, this was a testament to last game when they tried to make a comeback on us in the fourth quarter. We wasn't having that tonight. All right, we were not having that tonight. And let's take a look at some of the shooting numbers for your New York Knicks tonight. All right, let's go down the list real quick with the starters, just to prove.
Okay, let's go down the list.
Started with Brunson, 16 to 27 for the field, 205 from 3, 40 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Next is you going with Bridges? All right, I'll go with what's on the screen. Bridges was 7 for 13. He missed his only 3-point attempt tonight. Was 2 of 2 from the line, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Josh Hart, 12 points on 6 of 12 shooting, 0 for 4 from 3, but 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. He did have um an offensive rebound. OG had 24, 8 of 13 shooting, 3 of 4 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Karl-Anthony Towns on 9 of 11 shooting and 2 of 4 from 3-point range, 29 points, 9 of 10 from the line, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. Did you hear those numbers, people? Those numbers were outrageous for the starting five. I think those are the best numbers that this starting five has had as a collective since they've been together. And it's a testament to when the Knicks play from the inside and work outside, we're better suited to winning these type of games. Okay. I understand, early on it was the tussle of the back and forth. That always happens early on when we play Orlando. You know what I'm saying? But again, when it mattered the most, the end of the third, going into the fourth, you see Orlando was started running out of gas. And the Knicks just said, okay, y'all running out of gas. Now we're going to attack the paint even more. 70-62 on points in the paint. Held Orlando to 31% from behind the 3-point line, which this game wasn't really a good particular 3-point shooting game from both sides. The rebounds was dead even. The assists was dead even. The steals was dead even. The Knicks had 7 blocks. They only had 3. And I believe it was 17 points off of 14 Orlando turnovers tonight. The defensive intensity picked up tremendously in this game, especially in that. And you saw shades of it early on when it was that one play where Josh Hart hit the layup and then Tyler Kolek stole an inbound and hit Bridges for the quick layup like that. But then again, you saw more consistently in the fourth quarter.
You mean this right here?
Put it on the screen for me. Yep, this is it. Transition. Woo, layup. Now watch. Inbound. Stolen. Layup. You see? And the Knicks also proved a point of mine that I've always said here on Knicks and Ish. And that is that the Knicks can run with any NBA team. You saw it tonight. When the Knicks started getting out and running in transition, Orlando couldn't keep up. Again, you saw a little bit of a problem with us playing transition defense, but they adjusted it in the fourth quarter when it mattered, and they didn't allow the Magic to make that late fourth quarter push. What up, Carl? Jimmy J1 in the building? You already know what it is, my bro. I see you. You know what I mean? It's Orlando playing. When's the next game? Tuesday? We'll see y'all Tuesday in Vegas for the final. Because it's not true. And I don't care if it's not the NBA title. Get that extra money for the players, man. I don't care about the NBA Cup banner and all that. You know what I mean? Let them rookies and them other guys who's on that bench get some extra money in their pocket. You heard? That's what matters. Especially these guys who's showing that they belong, like Tyler Kolek. They deserve that. Get your pops that car, Tyler Kolek. Yeah, you got your mom's one last year. Now you getting your pops one. I respect that, bro.
Big fact. Yo, Kev, talk to me, brother.
I mean, I thought that the most important quarter out of the whole game was the second quarter, which is a quarter that we struggle with most of the time. I think we took off.
Not the last couple of games.
we took off. Like the last couple games, second quarter's been good to us. We've been playing fast, aggressive. moving the ball around. The ball is not stagnant. People playing together. We still seeing a little bit of struggle on defense. But I think our offense is just clicking on all cylinders to the point that, you know, right now teams are just gonna have to stop us. And right now they're not doing that because of how the ball is flowing. JB,
Because they
what's
can't.
up, Fraz?
I just wanted to say real quick, if for those of y'all who don't know, I'm gonna give you an interesting stat right now. Do you know that the Knicks do lead the NBA in second quarter scoring with 32 points in the second quarter per game? Yeah,
That's
look it up.
wild.
Y'all know you have to check against me with the facts, because you know that's all I have. It's the
Yeah,
facts.
but you know, in this game, you know, I think that was a big quarter for us. That 38-28. You know, we kind of took off on them. But you know, shout out to the Cap. Shout out to Cat, man. Shout out to Cat, man. Like that's the kind of game I want to see from Cat. Bully ball, being aggressive, packing niggas up. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I've been trying my best to like eliminate that from my vocabulary, but it was just so beautiful to see, man. Like that just goes to show you there's not a lot of players, no centers, nobody out there that could really fuck with Cat. Really, they can't, man. When he start playing aggressive like that, nobody's gonna stop him. Nobody's gonna stop him. And then the passes that he be making is incredible. Incredible vision by a guy his size. Shout out to our whole team. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to my man Tyler Kolak for always staying ready. I loved his play today. That one play there that y'all put up had me hype. I was fucking hype when he did that because I'm like, yo, that's how you stay on the court though. That's how you win your minutes. Plays like that. Plays like that because you know at that time we were still going back and forth with Orlando when he made that play. You know what I mean? So I think we had lost the lead and then we started going back up again at that point. So you know, shout out to the guys. You know, because Orlando's a tough team. I tip my hat to them. I think we matched their intensity, their physicality, their pace. I think that JB was like, nah, fuck the flu, which I told y'all in the chat we was gonna be just fine. And my man put up 40. So shout out to JB, baby.
Yeah. Shout out to sis for what she just did. Yeah, she know what's up. Yeah, you know, tonight I knew it was gonna be one of those nights, but you know, our good brother Knickerbocker Ave called it. He said it. He said his nose is stuffy, but he smells a 40-point game or some shit like that. I don't know if you're talking about JB in particular, but I'm gonna give him credit regardless. Yeah, I mean, he put 40 in the chat. That's all I know. I saw
His flu game.
Word. And he definitely came out on a mission. You could tell that this cup means something to JB. You feel me? Excuse me. He came out with all intents and purposes to win this game. He came out on a mission. He got hot early, and they couldn't do nothing with him. And you know, this is part of my rant later, but it's not the rant. We're not there yet. But you know, team, you know, you watch all these talk heads say, put a taller guy on JB. He struggles with taller guards. Anthony Black is what, like 6'5", 6'6"? Crazy long arms. He put that boy in his ass tonight. He sat him on his back pockets.
Let's just
hold
say
on, because you know I got that. Let's
just say this though.
Just for Dwayne, or we can't talk about it.
Drama on him, and they still couldn't stop my man, bro.
Put Put him on his back pockets. You said Pablo was guarding him, right?
Nah,
was black.
all kind of people. They put all kind of people on him. All
Yeah,
kind of people on him. And
put that boy on his back pocket, son. On his back
yo,
pockets.
that guy's
Yeah,
amazing, bro.
but to my point, right? I knew JB was gonna have a great night. Our good brother, and yes, Knickerbocker Ave, the Frank stand will be open later for sure. Uh, but yeah, so and it's just this is how this team needs to play, right? Instead of I felt like in the beginning of the season when they was trying to learn what Mike Brown want, they was forcing the issue shooting threes, right? Even if they didn't have it, that's what they was going for. They're now adjusting to how they're being played and taking what's given to them. You want to take away the 3-pointers? We're going to score 70 points in the paint on you tonight. 70. That's crazy. Right? That's crazy. They did so and that was impressive to me. Us getting in the transition, McCall leaking out early, getting easy buckets. We got a lot of easy buckets tonight too. Uh, you know, somebody mentioned that we struggle defensively, but if you watch this team, they show you spurts of what they could be defensively. There's still things they're trying to figure out on a defensive end. We get lost in rotations a lot of times. And that's why it looks bad, right? Because they're still trying to figure things out. It be times where guys are hesitant on rotating and not sure if that stated man they're supposed to be rotating to or not. I don't think that we're a bad defensive team. I think still on that end, we're not as far along as we are offensively, right? And I'm glad you put that up because in the second quarter is where we started to pick it up defensively. Like Kev said, that was a big quarter for us, and it was mostly because defensively. And we did it again in the fourth, right? In the fourth,
What
Desmond
a
Bain,
block by Mitch.
yeah, Desmond Bain was having his way going to the rim tonight, and in the second half we shut the water off on him. He got blocked twice going to the cup tonight in the second half, and like I said, this team shows spurts where they can be a really good defensive team. And if you look at the defensive numbers, I'm not mistaken, we like top 15 in the league right now, defensive rating. If I'm not mistaken, Fraz,
Yep.
correct me if
Yep.
I'm wrong.
Nah, you right. You right.
Yeah. But yeah, so we not that
Absolutely
bad
correct.
defensively. I think we just struggle with defensive consistency more than us not being a good defensive team. And that's a lot to be said when you got a starting five with Cat and JB on it. You feel me? Like both of them are not clear. I need you to lower your voice, baby. I'm doing something right now. Please and thank you. So yeah. That's saying a lot when we have those two players who not known to be good defenders at all. And we still top 15 in the NBA, and they a big part of our team, and they play a lot of minutes. Speaking of which, minutes. Where's the minutes police? Somebody call the minutes police.
Word.
Because tonight looked like a Tibbs game tonight as far as minutes go. As far as minutes
Absolutely.
go, this looked exactly like what Tibbs was doing.
Yep.
Right.
That's no shade to Mike Brown. Because I didn't have a problem with what Tibbs was doing minutes wise. So no shade to Mike Brown. I'm just saying it's weird. It kind of feels selective. You feel me? Selective outrage.
Right.
Kind of like everybody was just parroting narratives that they heard on somebody's podcast or one of the major sports networks. That's all I'm saying about that. But moving along, right? Moving along. Boom. This game got close in stretches, right? I think I answered this question already. My bad. I got a little ahead of myself. But the game got close in stretches. What stopped it from turning into a real problem? Because in the third quarter, the Magic took the lead. And I think they even got it back up to like a 5-point lead after it was down 10. What stopped it from them pulling away from the game and running away with this game? Fraz.
Transition defense. I think that was the main cause of Orlando getting back in the game, especially in that third quarter for the first, for at least that first part. You know, they were attacking us after the made basket. Like I've explained this before on previous podcasts. Like the Knicks have to get back even on made baskets because they're coming right back down the floor and they're attacking the basket looking for an easy bucket because guys aren't getting back in transition. So again, the transition defense needs to improve. You know what I mean? I think that was the main reason that was allowing Orlando to get into their rhythm. But consequently, because of that, they got gas, and that allowed us to put the nail in the coffin.
Kev, talk to me. Unmute
You
yourself, Kev.
muted.
I think what also helped was forcing turnovers. I think they had 20 something points off of turnovers, over 14 turnovers. So I think that kind of helped out as well. They did play, like you said, T-Time, in spurts. They played some good defense, but I think that's one of the main reasons why we was able to get back in the game. And then pushing the rock. Like they were pushing the pace all game long. Like I was loving it, to be honest with you, man, because this is the kind of ball the Knicks should be playing. They're gonna keep themselves in a lot of game playing this way, and teams are gonna struggle like the way the Magics did, down the stretch, trying to stop them because they're not gonna have. We got too much firepower for them. You know what I mean? The way Josh is playing, McCall, they all playing like uh uh all-star caliber basketball. So, I mean, to me, I think that was one of the reasons why we came back and was able to take the lead over again.
Sis.
I think it was a combination of things. I think experience played a my bad, y'all. Experience played a big role in it. This team is used to playing together in important games, playoff style games. And so, having that experience, but I mean, it comes down to firepower. They couldn't stop us. Our starters scored 121 points. 121 points. They couldn't stop us. Every time they made a run, especially in that third quarter, they went up. I think it was like 3 or 4, something like that. Then, no, it was 5. It was 5. OG hit a big 3. And then JB took over, So, I mean, at the end of the day, they don't have an answer for our starters. They didn't have an answer for our starters. And, too bad for them.
Yeah, for sure. Too bad for them. Like I said earlier, I think it was us. Somebody said it. It wasn't me. Somebody said we limited the transition opportunities. That was a big part. Stepping up on defense. Somebody else said that too, which was causing a lot of turnovers. And it was a steady dose of getting to the cup. Whether it was Josh Hart, JB, Cat, OG, McCall hit some real close shots, getting to the cup, getting in transition. It was a steady diet. It's like, okay, y'all don't want us to shoot 3, so we're going to murder you in transition, and we're going to murder you getting into the cup because we know you're not sending the help. Again, Cat with another monster dunk going baseline. This is becoming a norm. But they did try to put pressure on us and make the game interesting because I thought once we went up 10 for sure, I was looking at this game like it was a wash. We about to go up 20 soon. That's how I was really feeling, like we about to go up 20 soon. But shout out to Orlando. Like somebody said, they're a tough team. And they fought to bring this game back and even take the lead. But I also don't want to understate too, you know how important Tyler was to this game too, because we didn't really get much bench scoring. We didn't get. Well, I think we scored like I want to say like 15, 16 points off the bench or something like that.
And I think we scored like
No,
11 or something. 11
11.
or
11. I see. I was trying to.
25 to 11, bro.
Yeah, I was trying to give him a little bit more credit, but yeah, 11 points off the bench. But I think the way that Tyler ran the offense, because it was a mixture between starters and bench players on the court for most of this game. The way he ran that offense when JB was on the bench helped a lot. He made some really good passes. Speaking of good passes, that pass that Josh did to Macau,
Yo,
holy
but
smoke.
there was a few of them. It wasn't just that one. It was a few passes today that should be on ESPN, like at least 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, but I hear you, Kev, but that one was for sure the best because that
Yo,
one,
that was crazy.
that was I didn't know, for sure when I saw it happening in live action, right? I thought that was going to be a turnover.
Yeah, me too.
I for sure thought that was going to be a turnover. Darlene, don't get me started on Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah.
He annoys the hell out of me sometimes. A lot of the times, more times than not. I'm not gonna lie to you. He annoys me more times than not. We're going to get into that a little bit later. I don't want to jump the gun because I was about to say something, but I don't want to jump the gun. We're going to get into that to later because that kind of ties in to one of our topics later. But I want to get into this one because it kind of leads in to where we are right now after this win and going to the Cup Finals, the Emirates Cup Finals. We advanced into. So this question should be asked, right? Should teams be hanging banners for winning the Emirates Cup? Kev, we back to you.
I mean,
Wait, hold on. Sis, did you answer the last question?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
All right, my bad. Kev, my fault. Go ahead.
nah, you good. No, I'm with Fraz. I think that just give the players what they deserve, with the money, because like the people, like the Colex, like the Huck Porties and the Pacum Dadie, those guys could use those funds. I really, really, I don't give a damn about the band. And my thing is what Av say. The season of destiny. That's what I want to. That's what I'm looking forward to. I really, this is okay, cool. We got a cup. We'll get a cup. You know, extra money for the players and something for the fans to talk about. You know what I mean? But other than that, I to me, I don't really care about the banish. I think it's bullshit, bro.
Sis.
I don't care about the banner. But I do think it means a lot to the team. It looks like they're locked in and they want to win. And so if they want to win, shit, I want to win too. I mean, it gives us as fans a good look at what we're gonna look like playoff time, right? Like the intensity, specifically like this game, where Orlando tried to bully us, and you can't bully a bully. Like, so no, the banner really don't matter, but we win, put it up in the Garden. Fuck it, we ain't have a banner in forever.
Fries.
I said it earlier, I'm going to say it again. I'm happy for my guys like Kolek, Diawara, Pacom Dade. They get that extra bread, because it's hard coming up in the NBA in the first few years, dealing with a rookie deal. You ain't getting paid too much. You just figuring things out. But at the same token, the NBA wants to put these so-called banners up. I'm not for it. The only band I want to put up is the one that got the Larry O'Brien on it. Know what I mean? That's the one we really want. Know what I mean? This is nice because At the same time, if you look at it, it's bringing the team together more because they want to win this, and you can see that they want to win this because JB already showing you like, yo, I want to win this for them guys. Like, so I like that, and that shows me that when it comes playoff time, you already got right guys leading the ship properly in JB, Cat, OG, Mikal Bridges. You know what I mean? So nah, I'm not. I don't care for the banner for the cup, but I care for the banner for the Larry O'Brien. That's what I care for.
I get what y'all saying, and I respect it, right? But you put that fucking banner up, dog. You put that banner up, and you know why? Because we got banner up for being the winning the division. Like this banner's up in the garden for just being the best team in our division. Several of them. You feel me? So why not put up banners for winning the Eastern Conference? Like banners go up for these things. You feel me? Uh and the only teams that don't put up those banners, right, are the Lakers and the Celtics. That's because they got a trillion championship banners. It don't make sense for them to put up anything else besides a championship banner because they got a trillion championship banners. But the
The
rest
Lakers
of them,
actually do have their cup banner up.
who the Celtics
The Lakers.
or the Lakers, they do. Oh, see, look at that. Yeah, I mean, uh, yes, obviously we want to win the Larry O'Brien, like no duh, right? But I think this is you win a trophy, you put a banner up. You feel me? Everybody else in the league put up their division banners, their Eastern Conference banners or Western Conference banners. Everybody else does it. You know what I mean? And this is something else that is a sense of pride, not only for the organization, for the fans too. You know what I mean? Because y'all know me. If it's something to be won, I want to win it. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. If each team took time out of their schedule to play a Skelly tournament in the middle of the fucking season, I want to win that shit too. Yeah, I want to win everything. I want to win everything. And yes, I want a banner for the Skelly tournament as well, if you must ask. I want a banner for yeah. Yeah, I mean, of course we want to win a Larry O'Brien. That's non-negotiable, right? But if you win the Emirates Cup, I believe, because obviously this isn't going anywhere, right? This is going to be something that's going to be for the foreseeable future in the NBA, and it's working, and for it's working for what it's worth. So it's not going anywhere. So why not document the fact that you won a cup? You know what I mean? It's a trophy that's going to be in the arena. You immortalize that with a banner. You know what I mean? That's just my 2 cents. But nobody's wrong though. I mean I get it. If they don't put a banner up, I wouldn't be mad. But if they do, I also would be happy about that. Right? I get it, and I get it too because everybody's not used to the new format with the Emirates Cup. It's not like in a space where everybody's taking it super serious. Like I don't think the importance of winning the Emirates Cup is there yet, right? So that's why everybody's like, I don't really care about a banner, but I think it will be a thing at one point where it's important. You feel me? That people win this cup is going to be important. So why not immortalize it in your arena? But moving along, it's a lot of trade talk going on. I don't want to talk about Giannis, but we have to a little bit, just a little bit. But there's other trades that's going on. I'm tired of talking about Giannis. I promise you, I'm tired. But it kind of ties into what we're talking about right now. Uh, there's been reports that the Knicks are interested in getting Jose Alvarado, and then now there are reports that the Knicks are interested in trying to bring back Donte DiVincenzo to complete the Villanova Infinity Gauntlet. So I'm just going to make this one a broad question. And I need y'all to kind of hit all points on this instead of keep on going back and forth and asking individual questions. Who should we target outside of Donte and I mean between Donte and Jose Alvarado? And Kev raised a good point in the chat. Should we focus on bringing a star, i.e. Giannis, or should we work on tweaking the bench? Uh, who went first the last time? Kev did, right? So sis is back on you.
Giannis is a hard no for me. So I think one, because I don't want him on this team, but two, I don't think in the season of destiny you make a big trade that will change the starting lineup. Not a starting lineup that has now started to figure it out. I'm going to say bring Donte home. Bring Donte home, because I'm not going to hold you. We were upset that Julius left, but we were more upset that Donte was part of that. So, yeah, I mean, I would bring if I had to choose between Donte and Jose Alvarado, I'm picking Donte. Just because I think the chemistry is already there. It's not anything that gonna need to tweak. There's nothing that we're gonna have to figure out. I think he fits right in. He's played with the majority of the guys already. So I say bring Donte home. I do like Alvarado's game, but like I said in our chat, he's 6 feet, bro. He's small. People complain about us already being undersized. He doesn't help the cause.
But Tyler's small.
But he's a dog. I appreciate his game for sure.
But Tyler's small.
He is.
So it kind of pays off. It kind of like balances out. As a matter of fact, Alvarado's the better defender. He's the better defender.
So you would give up Kolek for him?
If I had to make that choice, I would, because Jose Alvarado, you just said it, he's a dog, and he's a complete pest. If you think his just because he's 6, like you got to see him play defense against all these taller guys, and what kind of problem he causes. He gives JB problems. And JB's a hell of a player. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Donte. From what I'm understanding, they trying to get both of them.
Yeah, Kev. There's a Dominican on the team. Kev trying to get a Puerto Rican on the team.
Listen. Straight out of BK. Straight out of BK all day. Everybody stand up. My man is straight out of BK. He got that BK attitude. He's a New Yorker. And bro, if you thought Tyler is excited, and I love Tyler, and I'm excited to see Tyler play. You know what I mean? And I'm excited to see him get minutes. But my guy, fucking Jose Alvarado is gonna bring something completely different. I mean, I was talking to Fraz earlier. You seen TJ McConnell was giving us problems. That's not happening. That's
so,
not happening.
If you had to pick between Donte and Jose, you picking Jose?
Well, right now, I feel comfortable with picking Jose. It'll be easier. It'll be easier for us to get Jose than it will to get Donte. I love Donte, and what he did in New York is special. It will always be special. I still look at the video I made of him hitting that 3-point shot against Philly, and I still get goosebumps. I still get goosebumps watching that video. But from what I'm understanding, Minnesota want that pick. Minnesota wants that draft pick. I mean,
they
that
can
we
fucking have
got
it.
from the
I was
Wizards.
about to say they can
But
have a damn pick if we win the
I don't
championship.
want them to have it though, because if it all goes right, we're gonna have a nice little lottery pick. And why not? And why not? You never know what can happen, bro. You never know what can happen. Here come Dallas, come out of nowhere, a playoff team, and boom, get a number 1 pick. And now you got the number 1 pick in the draft. So if I could go and take my chances and I don't have to give up a pick and get motherfucking Jose Alvarado for a lesser price, yes, I'm getting Jose Alvarado. Cause you put goodness gracious. You put him with fucking, oh my God, him, Deuce, fucking Josh on the court at the same time. Those are 3 fucking bullies right there. You could even mix match him. You could fucking put JB at the 2, him at the 1, and like you could do all kind of mismatches with Jose Alvarado, bro. It'll be crazy with him on this team. So I just think it'll be easier for us to get Alvarado than it would be Donte.
Guys, talk to me.
Um, Here's how I'm feeling on the subject, real quick. Um, I think we got enough point guards here, right, to sustain throughout the season. And as much as I would love to have Grand Theft Alvarado as a New York Knick. I would prefer to have Donte as a Knick, and here's why. The simple fact of the matter is, Donte adds an extra element to the equation of the New York Knicks that creates more of a problem for teams dealing with us. Right? Now you have a bona fide shooter who's out there. Remember, this guy broke the record for most 3-pointers in a game as a New York Knick at Madison Square Garden, by the way.
And the season record.
Yes, indeed. Most threes in a season as well. So again, what he adds to this team, I think that weighs more with me per se than with being able to, go after Grand Theft Alvarado. I would definitely think Donte would be the better choice.
So here's my 2 cents. Frash, mute yourself for me, good brother. If I'm going for either player, well, first let me answer the one question and the other question that I asked. I think the bench needs more tweaking than the starting lineup. I'm with Sis. I don't give a fuck about bringing Giannis here. I don't care. Like, and if I'm bringing anybody to the Knicks, I'm bringing White Donte for sure. You know what I mean? Ginger Jordan for sure. You know what I mean? We bringing Ginger Jordan back. We completing the Villanova Infinity Gauntlet. Uh, and I get it. Jose Alvarado, he's a solid player. I just think Donte fit what we doing better. And I'm giving up Jordan Clarkson and whatever pick they want that Washington pick, they can have that shit because we're trying to win the championship. I don't care. I don't care about no lotto picks right now. Our window of success ain't lotto pick. You feel me? Our window of success is the next 2-3 years at max. You feel me? So a lotto pick ain't really gonna do much for us in that window of time. But a player, a seasoned veteran like Donte, who has, playoff experience, because Alvarado don't really got much playoff experience. If you when you think about it, the Pelicans ain't done nothing while he's been there, and that's no fault of his own. That's fault of the organization. You feel me? And Zion being Mr. Glass. But again, he is tough. He's definitely. Oh, I wouldn't be mad if he was on the team. Let's get that clear. Like I wouldn't be mad if we made a trade for Jose Alvarado. The question is who I prefer, and if we have to go who I prefer, it's definitely Donte. Jordan Clarkson because he pisses me off on a nightly basis. Him and that first round pick that they want. If you need an extra player, you pack him up. Dadier could go to. Yeah, I mean, and I think that gets the deal done. You feel me? And then if we get Donte back on this team, dudes come back healthy, and Shamit come back healthy, there's going to be a problem minutes wise, right? It's going to be a problem minutes wise.
Good problem to have.
Nobody is messing with that bench. Nobody. What's the name of that group? That's regulator. 213. They got a song, right? Nobody does it better. Yeah, that's how I feel about the bench. Nobody does it better. Shout out to RP to Nate Dogg. You feel me? That's how I will feel about that bench with Donte. It goes along with the theme of, Mike Brown wanting to be a more perimeter centric team. Jose Alvarado is shooting pretty well this season. Not gonna lie, he's shooting like 38% from 3-point range. Not gonna lie to you, but I don't think he'll microwave the way that Donte is. I'm not sure what his attempts per game is 3-point wise either. I don't think he's a volume shooter. I think he's one of those guys who shoot like 1, 2, maybe three pointers a game. So that also be skewing people numbers too when it comes to what their percentage is. But Donte, man, you got Donte, Ginger Jordan, Infinity Gauntlet. I don't think it'll be much of an adjustment process for Donte to come back to this team. I think he will come back in and fit in like a Lego or a piece of a puzzle. You feel me? But yeah, that's all I got on that one. Right? What else is left? Because I ain't finished writing all my questions down.
Well, to be honest with you, like people keep saying, let's bring a star here, but we got stars here. We got fucking Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns. What the fuck is wrong with people? The fuck is wrong with people, bro? We got two fucking stars here, Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony fucking Towns, bro. Put some respect on our team, man. Like I hate the fact that every fucking year, every time a star pop up, the Knicks always gotta be the team to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the Knicks doing no. Why do we? What? Listen, bro. We gave up R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly for OG, plus picks. We gave up fucking 5-6 picks for Mikal Bridges. Right? We gave up Donte and fucking Julius Randle for Karl-Anthony Towns, and we just supposed to throw all that shit away.
Mm-hmm.
We gave up our future for these guys. We literally gave up our future. We gave up key core guys for these guys. And we now supposed to just give up Mikal Bridges after he's having one of the best seasons of his career. We just supposed to give that up. OG2, Cat 2. We just supposed to give that up because those are the guys that we supposed to be giving up. Those are the guys that match his contract.
Mm-hmm.
So we supposed to give that up? Come on, like we gotta, people gotta make it make sense. You know what I mean? And that's why I always said that if we're gonna make a move here, the only move that should be made is the bench. Tweak that bench up. You know what I mean? Get Yabusele up out of here. It ain't working out with him. Pack him up and his $5-7 million that he got.
That could be a piece to go with for the Donte trade.
That could be a piece. You know what I mean? You figure things out. Leon can figure things out where you don't have to mess with the starting five, bro. We got a really good starting five right now. I'm sorry, but you got packed up by Dallas, bro. Get up out of here. You got packed up by Dallas.
So
Oh, he back. He back.
He all the
yeah,
way dropped to 8th place, but we bottom feeders.
yeah.
Yeah. Who's the bottom feeder now? Who's the bottom feeder now, Big Tone? What
So
happened?
Kev
and y'all
said
got
something.
spanked, and y'all got spanked up by the Magic not too
In
long.
fact,
So stop it.
you should be thanking us for revenging your loss.
Right, right.
So Kev said something that kind of leads into you know the rant. You know what I mean? We about at that point of the show where T-Time does what he does. I'm probably gonna have to apologize to my daughter a few times. But he mentioned trade and the stars, and the one thing that continues to grind my gears, right, is sis. You can press the button, sis. You press the button, sis. One thing that continues to grind my gears. Not only are we talking about trading Cat, we're talking about trading. You got these people on. I'm trying to slow my cadence down to get ready for the theme music, but you not only talking about possibly trading Cat, which I still think is ridiculous because he's playing really well. He's picking his spots really great. He's working in the flow of the offense, and he's getting better and better as the season progressed. But then you mumble mouth mofos, right? Y'all supposed to be knowledgeable, right? Hold on, my fault. My bad, sis. You take a little bit too long for your boy.
It's on.
I don't hear it.
It's
Y'all
on.
It's been playing.
Yeah, it's on. It's
Oh,
playing.
I don't hear it at all.
Yeah, cook.
Yeah, so now I bet. So boom. Y'all trying to trade Jalen Brunson? Y'all really sat there in those seats and thought y'all was cooking when talking about trading Jalen Brunson, Captain Clutch, Mr. New York, the King of New York himself. That is y'all big reveal. Oh yeah, y'all gonna get Giannis? We gonna trade? Yeah, you shut up. I said I said I was gonna apologize, but I can't do it in front of my kid. But SMD to all y'all, Paul Pierce, SMD. Some other guys that I've never even heard of before. They was on their podcast talking about, oh yeah, you gotta trade Brunson and get Giannis. SMD. This is bad. This is nasty work. This is the nastiest work of all. You talking about somebody who's averaging 28 points a game. That there hasn't been a defense in this NBA that's been able to contain him. You feel me? Everybody know what you got to do against Giannis. Let him shoot. It might be easier said than done, but you know that is the game plan. There is no game plan for JB. Not one. There's not one defense that you've seen is like, yeah, that works. No. They tried everything. They tried blitzing him. Oh, we're going to get the ball out of his hand. He gets the ball out of his hand, then he gets the ball back, give you buckets, and one. Not only give you buckets, get a foul and one. Right? Then you try, we're going to put a 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" guy on him. Guess what? He gives him 30, gives him 40. You feel me? Like, there's no defense for this guy. This guy gets better and better every year. Every year. We still might not have even seen the final form of who JB is as a basketball player or a superstar. You're talking about the most clutch player in the NBA last year. And in my eyes, it wasn't even close. Because all the close games that the Knicks had last year, it wasn't close. The most clutch person in the NBA. And you people who's supposed to be knowledgeable, because y'all may have played the sport. This is my problem with people who play the sport at the highest level. Just because you did that don't mean you have a high basketball IQ. And it shows every time y'all open your mouth. All those idiots on Gil's Arena. Idiots. Every last single one of them. Dummies. Basketball dummies. Y'all might have had the physical talent, but intellectually wise, when it comes to the sport of basketball, dummies. Every last single one of them. Paul Pierce, every time he opened his mouth to talk about basketball, he's saying something stupid. It's so bad that his close homie, KG, always have to tell him, yo, you tripping, Lord. Lord, you tripping. You Jalen Brunson? You tripping, Lord. Yeah, like that. It's that bad. And KG is actually a high IQ basketball player. He might be a crash out, high IQ. And I'm just saying, it's just annoying to watch and see. It's annoying to hear that y'all think that Leon Rose will look and be like, yeah, we gonna trade Jalen Brunson. Or if they want to win a championship, they trade. No! If you want to win a championship, you keep JB. And the sad part is everybody has the same, oh, you too small. You can't win a championship with him. Y'all still running the same stuff. Y'all still running the same stuff. How many times do JB has to kill your favorite team for you to be like, he is the guy. It's always underhanded remarks when it comes to JB. And I think it's because he's in a New York Knicks uniform. If he was anywhere else in the NBA, if he was anywhere else in the whole entire NBA doing what he's doing like he's doing on the Knicks, y'all be calling him the second coming of Jesus Christ. Y'all be calling him the second coming of Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I can't believe there's a basketball player this great. That's what y'all be saying. Y'all have to give him props because he's giving y'all no choice. But it's always some underhandedness that comes behind, oh, he holds the ball too long. He's holding the ball a minute and change less throughout the game.
Minute and 30 seconds to be exact.
We watching Mikal having a career year. OG's back, and he's getting back in the swing of things. He just had 24 points this game. If people on the bench could actually score, we would have seen 10, 15 points from those guys. It's not because of JB. JB, yo, listen, man.
90 touches. 90 touches? What are you talking about? 90 touches for JB? Like, people.
Bro. And he's super efficient.
Exactly.
He's super efficient. And we talking about a 3-level scorer with this type of efficiency. You don't really see that. You don't really see that. Every year, JB is around 50% shooting from the field. Every year. Giannis is around there because all he do is dunk the ball.
And draw a double team.
Right? And now that's not a knock on Giannis. Giannis is great, but you also got to keep it in your mind, too. We're watching Giannis physically break down. He's always hurt now. He's always hurt. He's always missing extended time. It is the most annoying thing. It's the most annoying thing in the world to even hear us being mentioned in trades, like Kev said. We're playing really good basketball. We're 2.5. We were 2 games behind the first seed team, and they was on a historic run for their organization at one point in the early season. They were talking about how their team hasn't done this in a bajillion years.
Uh-huh.
And we only 2 games behind them. We only got what? We 6 losses more than the number 1 team in the whole entire NBA, and they're on a historic track.
Yeah.
I'm talking about history-wise, not just for their organization. I'm talking about for the history of the NBA.
Yeah. They beat the Warriors one.
And it's still a possibility we can catch up to those guys. Why change the starting lineup if it ain't broke? I think I OD'd with this rant. I was very long-winded. I'm sorry.
Well, as long as I can get a few minutes.
And my fault, Fraz. And y'all got off easy with the rant because my daughter here. I really, really wanted to open the Frank stand crazy. The Frank stand should have been super open crazy, but I'm trying to be nice. These are words that I don't want to say around my kid. But go ahead, Fraz, my fault.
Nah, I was gonna say, hit the button again for me, because I'm tired of all y'all Knicks fans who's always talking about, oh, We need a superstar. We should go after the superstar. Go after the superstar. Haven't you learned with Carmelo Anthony yet? Haven't you learned with some of these knucklehead moves that we've made during the 2000s and the 2010s? Have any of y'all Knicks fans learned y'all lesson when it comes to the trajectory that the NBA and this now current Knicks team is headed towards? All right, we're talking about real championship basketball now. All right, this is like a serious conversation now. I'm just tired of all y'all people in the back, Mr. and Mrs. Peabody back there, you in the corner, always complaining and nagging about why we don't go after the superstar. ESPN, y'all bugging when it comes to that trade that I saw y'all post the other day. Y'all posted a trade and I showed the gang in the chat. Giannis and Kyle Kuzma for Towns and Mikal Bridges? What? What the hell are we talking about here? Like, first off, the trade would have to be dollar for dollar because we're in that second apron. So the cap for Giannis alone would suffice that. I'm not saying that I would agree with that trade. I'm just giving y'all the facts are based on where the money matches. Okay. And the simple fact is this team hasn't even shown you the final form yet, like T-Time said. And what T-Time referenced JB about it, I'm referencing the team about it now because in essence, it correlates. You understand? So this team hasn't shown you final form yet, and I know for a fact when it does, the NBA gonna be on notice. And and to you fans who consistently always asking for the next big name, the big three era is over in the NBA. All right, it's over. It's dead. All right, it's a new age of basketball now. All right, and it's finally good to see that our organization has now caught up and even exceeded expectations of where we should be at in such a quick turnaround too. Like this has been a while since we've had a short turnaround for our organization. So the question is, are you fans ever satisfied? Ever?
No, they're
Ever?
not.
Never.
They're not.
It's
And
like
it's the most frustrating thing to ever see, right? Uh, because we are the greatest and worst fans ever. Like Knicks fans are the greatest fans ever, but at the same time, they can't stay out their own way. I mean, I get it. It's a thirst for a championship. It's been forever. Most Knicks fans ain't seen a championship in their lifetime, and I get it. You want to win a championship, but there's ways to go about it. You don't trade every time you somebody get available. Oh, this is it. This is it. We got to get him. No, no. I really think. Look, it's some people right in the NBA. Obviously, when Giannis is healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA. But it's also when he's healthy. You feel me? And it's becoming more and more a situation that he's not healthy, right? So you don't want to trade somebody who Cat has been on the Knicks the most healthiest he's been in his career. You don't want to trade somebody who's finally getting his body right for somebody whose body it might be physically just breaking down. Right? It's a lot of muscle and tissue issues that he's having. Right? Soft tissue injuries that he's having. And for what he does, it kind of makes sense. He runs up the floor really fast. What
Recklessly.
what Harder called him one time? Running dunk man. Yeah, you feel me? Like it's easy when some that's, but yeah, but I'm just noticing that there's a pattern going on with him. Strain calf, pull hamstring. This hurts him. This hurt him, and it's happening multiple times a season. By the time he gets to the playoffs, he's hurt again. You feel me? You build the core. I think last year we did something good, right? We got to the Eastern Conference Finals. No, there's never a core that wins the championship their first year together. Never. We could even go back to the big three eras. Miami didn't win their first year. Boston Celtics didn't win their first year. Who else? Who else? The only one that did, but that core was already together. They just add KD. That don't count, right? Toronto. It was a player for player trade with Kawhi and DeRozan. Toronto just literally upgraded to a better version of DeRozan with the same core, and they won the championship. But any big three or core that came together they never win their first year. It's always an era of maturation and tweaking around those guys that gets the championship. Even the last year's championship. The last year's champion. You talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder. They didn't win when that core first got together. When Shea got there, they didn't win. They made a deep run. What they did was made tweaks. They brought in Hartenstein. They brought in other supporting cast players, but the core stayed together. Lou Dort, Jay Will, Shea. What's the other kid? The kid that come off the bench that shoot threes like nobody business. Roby or something like that.
Who you say?
Roby or something like that. I can't remember.
Nah, it's not.
Little skinny light skinned kid. He kill the Knicks every time we play him too. But him, right? Those guys were together for multiple years before they won a championship. I think we're in a very advantageous situation with the East being as diminished as it is, us having another year of chemistry, and we're learning. If you watch it game by game, you see this team learning more and more every single game. We're getting better. We're dominating teams at a more frequent way. You talk about these fools is talking about making a trade when we only lost one game at home, and the coach acknowledged it's his fault why we lost those road games. The coach said, "My bad, I was bugging." That's why we lost, because I was bugging. But yet you want to break up a historic home stint for this team with the roster we have, and a team that's getting increasingly better on the road. Second in the East. 5th overall in the NBA. But we need to make a major trade. I agree with Kev. Fix the bench. Bring White Donte back. You feel me? Your choice. Jordan Clarkson or Yabu Sele. Whoever gets it done. Or both of them, for that matter. I don't care. I don't care. Get White Donte back. We play Hawk Purdy some more. You feel me? In that, if you need to buff out those minutes, because I don't know if we do, because my boy Mike Brown is dangerously close to running that 8-man rotation. That's all I'm saying. He's dangerously close to running the 8-man rotation. Right? So I don't know if we need to buff out minutes, right? But yeah, I'm gonna land the plane there. I ain't really got much. Oh, unless y'all want to talk about, we're gonna do it because my guy's sick. I didn't really care to talk about this, but my guy Knickerbocker Ave is sick, and we're gonna do it for my good brother that's at the crib. So apparently, tomorrow or tonight?
It's tonight, but hold on before we do that, because we forgot to talk about. Remember a couple of years ago when certain NBA analysts kept saying that Paolo is better than JB? How the fuck that turn out? How the fuck that turn out? Paolo, let me, first of all, y'all gotta put respect on JB. Because Paolo ain't even in JB's league. He can't fuck with JB on his best day. We still have receipts on this. So, Kenny Smith, I remember, because it was during the cup play where you said JB isn't the best player against no matter who the Knicks play. How this turn out?
He did say that. And again, that goes to my point in my rant. All these talking heads, people who's supposed to be knowledgeable about the sport. Now, I get it. There's a lot of basketball going on, right? And we're talking about rich and famous people who have extravagant lives. They do mad other stuff outside the sport of basketball. So I can imagine they don't watch nearly as much basketball as they should to be making these kind of claims, right? I can't imagine that Kenny Smith is watching all the Knicks games. You feel me? He's highlight watching. I can't imagine that they watching a lot of these games, right? So somebody who like me, right, or like us, that watch every Knicks game. I speaking for myself, I watch a lot of these games multiple times, sometimes 3-4 times, because I'm a Knick nerd like that. I love this team, especially if it's a good win. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting into the 4-time category. Like tonight, I'm going to watch this game again. And then tomorrow when I wake up, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch the game again. And then when nothing else is happening, waiting for Derry to come on or drop, I'm probably going to watch the game again. So when I speak, I'm speaking from a person who, like, I literally broke this game down like 4 different times. Like, I work for the team. You know what I mean? Like, again, I get it. You guys played in the NBA and y'all have a different perspective and insight than I have. And I'm not a dummy not to acknowledge that, right? I get it. Like, you know what it feels like to be in their shoes. But y'all also don't. Kenny Smith said it. Like, somebody like Shaq. Think about this, right? When they're working, they said Shaq is in the green room. He's on the phone brokering deals. He's working on DJ sets. And he's just peeking in at the game. He's not really watching. He's not really watching. And then he watched the highlights. Like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. Now I can talk about that. Oh, then he look at the stats. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, you did that? Oh, I'm going to talk about that. Right? And I feel like that's what they mostly all do. And it's nasty work. Because then because then you say shit like what Kenny Smith said, that Paolo's better than Jalen Brunson. We knew that when you said it was false.
Facts.
I still contend you can't name 5 players better than Jalen Brunson right now in the NBA. You can't do it. I contend to that. I seen somebody try to do it, and the list was nasty. Oh, he tried to do it with point guards. The list was nasty. He said LaMelo Ball. Somebody posted that. Somebody posted that in the group chat. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life. He's like, oh, this name 5 right there. The list was nasty. And y'all be cheating because Luka's not a freaking point guard, bro. He's not a point guard. He do not run the one. He do not run the one. He does not. Not 80% of the game, he's not running the one. It is somebody else running the one. He just brings up the ball a lot. He's more of a point forward than he's a point guard. So y'all be cheating. Because y'all need to fill the gap between Jalen Brunson in the number 1 spot. So y'all cheat and say Luka. It's not the same. I'm sorry, I'm being long-winded again. But it pisses me off, y'all. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good, but I just don't understand all these knowledgeable fans who keep wanting to go after injury-prone stars. It's like, don't y'all see that a lot of the top names are catching these injuries? Like,
You got to remember, Giannis, and back to Giannis, he's like 7 feet. So what he do, the body is going to wear down quicker. You know what I mean? But
and not only that, but like, look at you keep putting together all these star players like the Clippers. Clippers got James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, all these fucking stars over there, and what are they doing?
Not a
You know what I
Dirt.
damn
mean? Look
thing.
at the Phoenix Suns last year. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, who
Dallas. Bradley Bill.
um Bradley
Bradley
Beal,
Beal.
like
Mhm.
that don't work. You know what I mean? And we could keep going, you know? Joel Embiid and with Paul George in Philadelphia. That
Paul
hasn't
George,
worked.
Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey, you got the Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, James Harden. That didn't work. You know? Like all these teams that were put together that was supposed to be like a dynasty, they supposed to help win you championships. This is the way to go. and look what that has done. You know what I mean? Like now you start looking at these teams that are building up their teams, Detroit, even the Magic, Orlando look good, for the future. You got did I say the Pistons?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got the Pistons, you got the Heat, you got some teams now that are like, okay, they building slowly, but they look good. They look, like a well built team. You know what I mean? But then you start putting all these, you start getting rid of your pieces just to get this one player that probably got like 2 years left on his contract, and then if shit don't work out, he walk away. You just gave up everything for that guy that just walked away. Got
Yeah.
nothing in return.
Yep. And yeah, man, this is a lot of whack shit. I was about to say something. I hate when that happens. Something was said, and I was like, "Oh, I wanted to make a comment on." Oh, no, no. I remember now. This is the last thing before we get into this last topic for my guy, Knickerbocker Ave. Uh, he mentioned something about Brooklyn and Kevin Durant, and then somebody, whatever, made it their business to bring up, oh, the Knicks paid Wu-Tang to make a recruitment. Who gives a flying? Who cares? Who cares? Who? The best thing that ever happened to the Knicks was Kevin Durant not coming to the Knicks. The best thing that ever happened to us. Because I saw what happened in Brooklyn. I didn't want none of that. I don't. Now, I can't say I had hindsight and said that I didn't want Kevin Durant before everything was happening. I absolutely wanted Kevin Durant on our team. Duh, right? But in hindsight, it's the best thing that ever happened to us. To watch all those guys quit the way they did, that's the softest ever. They all quit. James Harden was the first one. I'm out of here. Kevin Durant said, "Oh, this is not what I thought it was. Trade me." Kyrie's situation was so volatile, they had no choice but to trade him. But whoever you were, whoever you are, who decided in the beginning of the season of Destiny to try to bring this up, and the song, no disrespect to Wu-Tang, Legends, song was ass. Did y'all hear the song? Oh, it was doodle. Oh, it was so bad. It was the beat was horrible. The beat was horrible. Now, were they flowing? For sure. It's Wu-Tang. These guys can rap. You know what I mean? I didn't make it past Meth verse. I don't know if there's any more verses. Halfway through Meth verse, I turned it off. I couldn't take it. It was annoying. It was garbage. But why? But why would you bring that up? There was no need to. There's no need. That ship has sailed how many years ago? 6 years ago?
You know why? They want clicks. Anything that has to do with the Knicks gets people exposure. They love it.
It's nasty work. It's nasty work. It's uncalled for. Who cares? Who cares? Because if it did happen, and it panned out the way it did in Brooklyn. And I think everybody let Brooklyn off the hook way too easy. I think the way that since it panned out, they let them off the hook way too easy. Now, if it was us that had to go through that, 6 years later, they still be laughing at us. Still. But I'm going to land the plane there. On to the last topic. John Cena is having his last match today before he hang up his wrestling boots forever. I'm going to let y'all say all the good stuff first because I never liked John Cena. So I'm going to let y'all have the floor if y'all want to talk about it. If not, I'm going to do what I do. I forgot who goes. So whoever want to talk. No? Oh.
I really don't. I'm didn't really watch John Cena like that. You know what I mean? Um, Great wrestler. Great actor. In some movies, not all of them, but I mean, salute to him, man. Whatever he accomplished some good things. I mean, it's not easy traveling the world and flying around and getting beat up all the time, man. That puts a toll on your body. I think if I'm not mistaken, he's the 17th-time champion, so that's a big accomplishment for somebody in WWE, man. You know what I mean? Not too many people do that, so for him to be able to accomplish that, man, shout out to him. Um, and I hope that he's able to enjoy retirement and build a family if he can, because I know he ain't got no kids and none of that stuff. So I hope that he could be able to build a family and finally enjoy father life.
Grand Slam champion, by the way. That last Intercontinental Championship he won made him win at all the belts at least once. Like, I think he had more championships than Ric Flair, if I'm not mistaken. He's up there with the greats. You know what I mean? Like, what more can you say, man?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch him much throughout his career. I watch wrestling now, and I watched it pre John Cena. Um, he wrestled in the era that I really wasn't fond of, so I didn't really pay too much attention. But I'm glad, they let him go out the way he did. You know what I mean? He wanted to hit up certain cities, and they made it happen. Um, I wasn't a fan of him turning heel for the little bit of time he turned heel. It really kind of annoyed me because that just wasn't him. You know what I mean? Um, but I'm sure we'll see him again. They say this is the last time he'll step foot in the ring, but everyone always comes back.
I mean, I don't know him personally, so I'm gonna say congratulations on a great career. Yeah, I mean, but I never liked John Cena. It's never done it for me. And I got a problem, and I think it's more of a problem with. No, it's not. But I hated the thugonomics. I hated how he was. The thugonomics felt very corny. Malibu Most Wanted. I guess that was probably it. Like that was probably supposed to be the stick of it. Like it's supposed to be like Malibu's Most Wanted, I guess. But I hated it. It was nasty work. The padlock around the neck, like, and the reason why I hated it is because even at that time I already knew where this was going. Right? When everybody wants to get popping, they go and tap into whatever they think being black is. It happens everywhere. You feel me? Like, not only John Cena, you go Miley Cyrus when her career was stalled out. what she did. She jumped on a whole bunch of hip hop beats, started twerking. You feel me? It's some other people. Look. When Travis Kelce wanted to up his, visibility in outside of football, he started getting black haircuts and dated a black girl. It happens everywhere, and the problem I have with it is this: not only that you come into the culture, is that when you get Machine Gun Kelly was a hardcore rapper at one point, but they always go back to being white after they pop. John Cena became American boy after he popped. He was almost out of the WWE. They was about to pack him up, and then he good. Once he got good, once he used the black thugonomics, talking slang and rapping, freestyle rapping. Even this is how bad it was. Even when he was trying to describe like how it happened and listen to him talk about it, I was like, this is not a person of the culture. But they use the culture to get popping, and then once they get popping, they always go back to being white. Always. And that bothers me. Again, I don't know John Cena. He could be a great guy, but he used the culture to prop himself up and then ditched it when it no longer served him. And that's my problem with John Cena. And I never thought he was a great wrestler. His moves, y'all thought he was always stiff. I never felt like he made anybody else look great in the ring. I felt like a lot of times when I watched him wrestle, he was being carried by better wrestlers. That's just me. His movesets is basic. I never thought he was really that charismatic on the mic neither. Especially when he dropped the whole thugonomics stick. When he was thugonomics, I thought he was hella charismatic. Like, I thought he said some very witty stuff. You know what I mean? Because he was playing the caricature of what he thought black people was. But when it was time to be himself, I thought he was boring. I never liked John Cena. Never did. You know what I mean? Never did. But I guess good career. You know what I mean? Mr. Soldier Boy. You know what I mean?
Shout out Uncle Paulie in the building, man. Yeah, but we see you out there, Uncle Paulie, my guy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I ain't got nothing else. So unless y'all got anything else y'all want to discuss, and I'm probably gonna tune in. I'm probably gonna tune in tonight too. No cats.
For what?
The wrestling.
Oh, it's over.
Oh, it is. Damn, when I was a kid, these joints ended a lot later. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. I'm a replay it because there's other matches I want to see.
Yeah.
I wasn't really a fan of that John Cena match tonight anyway because I don't even like Gunther. And I feel like Gunther's boring as hell. So I'm like, why would they give him Gunther as his last match? But whatever.
Yeah. But so boom. Shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. You know what I mean? If you didn't do so already, make sure you hit that like button, share, and as always, Karen. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. You know what I mean? Hit that notification bell, set it to all so you don't miss no post-game live. You get the notifications so you can pull up, you know what I mean, and be a part of the conversation. Make sure you visit the Shopify. The link is going across the bottom of the screen. Excuse me, copy some merch. Who did that? They got the comments on the screen. Somebody did that. Yeah. But yeah, make sure you visit the Shopify. We play again Tuesday. And you know we in the building. You know what I mean? Pull up 30 minutes after the game. We here. We're gonna talk about winning the cup. Yes, you heard me. Us winning the cup, and hanging a banner in the garden. Woo!
Facts. Let me see, because the other teams is playing right now. Let's see where they at.
It might be a blowout the way that OKC been acting with everybody.
Yeah, they up 45-31 right now.
45-31. It's not really a blowout, but we in the second. I've seen comebacks from worse, but OKC, I don't think they're giving up that lead for sure.
And OKC, to be honest, that's the team I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see where we line up with them. They the champs. Let's see.
But we predicted that this was what it was going to be anyway last show. We said it. OKC versus the Knicks versus OKC. We said it, and it looked like it's coming to fruition. But yeah,
this could be a finals appearance.
Facts.
This could be a finals matchup.
And we said that last show too. We said that this could possibly be a preview of the finals, and we want to see where we measure up against those guys. Yeah. From what I've seen playing OKC, obviously Shea gonna get all the foul calls in the world, but they are hyper aggressive defensively, right? You gotta protect the rock. They turn people over and they turn those points into buckets. And before you know it, you'll be looking up and you'll be like, oh snap, they up by 15. And that's because they turned you over a lot. They got in easy 3-point shots, easy layups. They went on a 10-0 run, and you like, how we down 15? We're just down 2. Hey, you feel me? Like, so that's the biggest thing. You know what I mean? And don't jump when Shea pump fakes. He's going to pump fake. Shea is not
a bunch of times.
He's not ridiculously quick. He's literally JB, but just taller. They play exactly the same. But Shea flops a whole lot more. Flopping wise, Shea is what everybody think Brunson is.
Right.
That's it. I don't know what I said, but I'm out here anyway, Paulie.
Hey, yo.
That's crazy. Pause. Fact. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm out of here because Uncle Paulie here now. I'm leaving. Sis, you want to press the button or I'm going to press it?
I got it.
Well, before y'all do that, hit the outro.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it all from boom bap to melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Fuck everybody on the front. When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
What?
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up.